Hello guys, so as you all know I was in Cuba last month travelling around the country, so I thought I'd come on and just make a quick little video on different points and tips for people who want to travel to Cuba. So we'll dive straight in now with the first point. Now first things first, these are all from my own experience over there. Other people might have experienced different things, you know, have different opinions and stuff, but this is just from my own point of view. So yeah, take it with a pinch of salt if you want, you know, again, everyone's different. So yeah, here's my point of view. Okay, so point one is it safe? Yes, it is very safe. When I was over there, I felt safe the whole time, to be honest, even at dark, walking through the poor areas, which is a lot of the country. Very, very safe. Nothing bad happened to me. I never really felt that I was going to be threatened by anybody. The people were so nice, lovely people, the nicest people that I've met really from all the countries I've been to. So yeah, I did feel safe, even talking to different people and our locals. They says that they could walk the streets at 3 in the morning and you know nothing would happen to them. So yeah, it's safer than you think. A lot of people did warn me going to Cuba, said it'd be very dangerous and all. I think that's just from the whole politics and all. People probably got the wrong opinion of it, but no, the people are as nice as you can get. And another thing, I was told over there by the locals that 75% of Cuba is actually police. So not always a good thing that, you know, it is quite controlled, but yeah, it is safe. You don't really have to worry too much, but still do nothing stupid. Number two is don't be alarmed by people approaching you. So people will have an interest in you, they'll come up and approach you, ask you where you're from. They might sit and talk to you, maybe even for 20 minutes. They can be sitting beside you talking to you, and at the end they might ask you maybe for a present, you know, for their son or daughter, or you know, because they don't really have too much. And basically, you know, if they show you around somewhere, a good way for you to get something and for them to get something is for you to ask them to show you around, and then you can tip them, as opposed to just sitting talking to them and then tipping them, because they will ask you to tip them, and it's not much really. They're happy with €10 really. So you have to show you around for a little bit. 10 to 15 euro will do. I know I got shown around for, was it 3 to 4 hours? You seen in my first video there, and yeah, I give him 15 euros for that. So that's very good value. You do that with a tour guide, you're going to be paying a lot more money. So number three is money. The money situation. Is it expensive? If you're paying Cuban pesos, you probably know this already, it is going to be expensive because there's huge inflation. So take US dollar or take euros, obviously pay up in money. Do not rely on your cards, because a lot of places don't take the cards. So no, it's not really that expensive. For an example, a box of cigarettes would cost about €1. A drink would cost just over €1 as well, maybe 120 or so. A mojito would be 120 in certain places. Again, some places are there for mojitos. I was in a place that was €3 for a mojito, so yeah, you just have to move around and get the best deals. But yeah, a good dinner there would be around a tenner or so it would. So yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, you could have a good night's drinking and all for easily €20. So yeah, it's definitely a place you want to go to if you're on a budget. Of course, getting to Cuba itself is actually quite there, so probably contradicting myself. So yeah, whatever you think there. Next is the food. What type of food's over there? So you have a lot of the basic foods that we have here. You know, you got chicken, rice. The Cuban beans are quite nice as well. You got good seafood and all, especially when you're by the sea, you know, good lobster and all that. But yeah, you'll definitely find something that you like, you know. You've got pork, just stuff like that. Just your basics really, you know. There's nothing too wild over there, so I wouldn't really worry too much about the food situation, you know. You should be okay there. Next is the language. So the people I was talking, a lot of them did have good enough English, you know. Education will be very good in Cuba, as well as healthcare, so yeah, they'll be well educated with their English, and you shouldn't really have a problem talking to people if you're lost or that, you know. It should be okay, but learn the basics of Spanish as well. I always say going to another country you should learn the basics. It's good manners. You have to learn their language. You shouldn't really expect them to be knowing yours either, so no, you should be okay. Again, everyone I talk Sorry guys, this camera has a habit of shutting itself off lately. So again, everyone I was talking to had good English, you know. Again, I can only speak from my own point of view, but no, it was quite good. And again, it's a great place to go if you want to learn a bit of Spanish too, because a lot of them have English and Spanish, so it can help you out a wee bit too. So yeah, I won't worry too much now if you don't know Spanish, so you should be okay. Next is, don't be getting too stressed out. If you're going somewhere with a Cuban and they see if you're kind of panicking a bit or a wee bit on edge, they'll tell you just to calm down. They are quite a chilled people, you know, so they don't want to see you stressed out really. So just take your time, there's no rush. Try not to be on time schedule with them, you know, because they don't like that really. So I know when I was first there and people were coming up approaching me and all, I was kind of thinking, oh, is this going to be a scam and all, but you know, they were kind of just telling me to relax. It's Cuba, it's a safe country. There's not much crime in Cuba. It's very secure. So yeah, just if you're with them, you know, just relax, enjoy your holiday. As they keep saying to me, you're on holiday, so they want to make it a pleasant experience for you. So they'll not stress you out if you don't stress them out. So yeah, just take it easy. And probably the most important point, if you want to stay safe in Cuba and you don't want to be in trouble and thrown into jail, is do not criticise the government in any way. Probably don't mention politics at all really. You know, I wasn't mentioning it at all. Now there was a person here and there who was kind of slightly criticising the government, and I wasn't engaging in the conversation because you don't know who's listening. You know, in the capital, 1 million is police, 1 million is just civilians. So yeah, chances are someone around is going to be either a brother or sister or son, daughter or something of a police officer. So and it's just not going to be good, you know. Yeah, it's probably one of the most important ones. You're going to Cuba, just stay away from politics, do not even think about it, and you should be okay. So yeah, that's just a few basic tips around Cuba. We just kept it short and sweet, you know. So I'm still waiting on the visa. The visa application was sent away for the country in the Middle East, so we're hoping to get that sorted now as soon as possible really. I'm just playing the waiting game now, not much more I can do. So again, I cannot say where I'm going to be going, so just for safety reasons really. So, and I also plan to hopefully hit Russia in the summertime. Now anyone who wants to come to Russia with me can shoot me a message on Instagram. My Instagram is just Niles Travels 3. It'll be down in the description as well, and just shoot me a message there. We'll wrap back and forth but going to Russia, see what we want to do. We'll be going to Moscow, St. Petersburg, and hopefully Norilsk. We'll have to get a guide organised for that because that's the only way to get into Norilsk, you know. It's a closed off city in Russia, so yeah, quite interesting if you want to see that. So again, look, if you're solo or you have people with you and you want to go with me, like, just shoot me a wee message and yeah, we'll get that set up. So thank you for watching.